The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Go.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quay Walker. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
6 guys.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Just like that. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out and They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 27, might have been done.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. That one caught downfield by Watson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Safety's creeping.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check.
Rush in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 73 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Packers 7. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Buying time to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On the counter, here's Jones. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second down, another shot for Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have... The Packers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Oh, a heck of a... And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as they have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss left side, Patterson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
52 blaster. You, yellow. Ready.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter, but this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
They'll go again with Patterson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Don't be scared of it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch. 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 Mike 7.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw caught by Raymond. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Watkins diving. He's got it. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there. Let him go get it. Yeah, he got it. And inside give to Jones. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
6 yards left on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
This is our time. Our time.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right here, right here. 54, come on.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He'll buy some time right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Falcon first down.
On the toss, it's Patterson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. With Sean Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Patterson. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Switch it.
Ready, go.
Trying to run it with Patterson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Set, ready. Blue 32.
Not today.
All right, go.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flag. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot at right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Check 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Clay Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, Mike 27. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check it out.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9.
Okay, check 26.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get that ball.
Now Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Jones again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. For Marshall, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understands where they are on the field.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Flush to his right. That's caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Get that ball. Check, 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 check. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
60 red. 60 red.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, you may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Flushed out right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. Quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A nice start for them here to overtime. And maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Shot, 17. Flight blue.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 13, check 13.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Finding room at midfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if you go back to 2015, how about Green Bay? at Seattle. And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts.
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason. But they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, I'm sure the team will be in favor of just taking the win right now. But in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
He's checking Craig.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as he's just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way, and they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
They'll run it with Jones. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. What a call this is. Tied in overtime, and they are going to line up to go for it. 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.